Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into a topic that's pretty much reshaping how we all work, and that is AI agents. In this explainer, we're going way beyond your standard chatbots. We're going to break down step by step exactly how you can build an autonomous digital worker from scratch. So let's just jump right in.
Think about this for a second. What if your AI didn't just chat with you, but actually did the work, right? Imagine having a digital team member that doesn't just sit there waiting for a prompt to spit out some text, but one that autonomously executes tasks. It can literally take a rough idea, process it, and physically hit send on a perfectly polished email. That's the leap we're making today. It's a total game changer.
So, according to our source material, an AI agent really isn't just conversational AI, it's a digital worker. It comes pre-configured with a highly specific role, a clear goal, and, crucially, the actual software tools it needs to autonomously execute tasks. We're not talking about a generic chat window here. This is a dedicated functional member of your team.
Here's the roadmap for where we're headed. First, we'll look beyond basic chatbots. Then we'll tackle component 1, the brain, followed by component 2, the memory. After that, we'll cover the job description, and finally, equipping agent tools.
All right, let's start with part 1, beyond basic chatbots, introducing the digital team member.
Let's try mapping some of this complex technical jargon directly onto human traits. Think about it. A human team member needs processing power to think, which, let's be honest, is usually fueled by coffee. For an AI agent, that brain is a large language model. A human also needs retained knowledge, right? That translates to the agent's memory. A human needs a job description so they know what to do without you having to retrain them every single Monday morning. For our agent, that's called a system message. And finally, humans need hands to actually operate software. For the agent, those hands are its tools. If you can wrap your head around this framework, you essentially understand AI agents.
Moving on to section 2, component 1, the brain, where we add that crucial processing power.
We're going to visualize this build using a visual workspace called NN, which is highlighted in our sources. Giving your agent a brain basically takes 3 clear steps. Step 1, you just drop an AI agent node right onto your blank digital workspace. Step 2, you attach a chat model to it. Now this chat model is the brain. Step 3, you've got to power it up by connecting an API key. Our sources recommend using a service like OpenRouter, simply because it gives you access to a bunch of different large language models. You just paste your API key into the credentials, the connection tests successfully, and boom. Your digital worker now has the processing power to take an input and actually interpret what it means. It can think.
Now for section 3, component 2, the memory. This is about retaining context, because, let's face it, a brain without context is going to struggle heavily with any kind of complex workflow.
Let's set up a classic dilemma to show you what I mean. Say a user types, "Hi, my name is Kunal." The AI, using that brand new brain we just gave it, replies, "Hello Kunal, how can I assist you?" Perfect, right? The brain is working beautifully. But just watch what happens next. The user then follows up and asks, "What is my name?" And the AI completely fails. It responds with, "I don't know your name based on the information available." What? So the absolutely crucial point to understand here is why this happens. Every single time you send a message, it makes a completely fresh API call to the large language model. There's zero linkage between messages. The brain is what we call stateless. It inherently has AI amnesia because it literally doesn't naturally retain anything from previous chats.
But here is the fix. We attach a memory component. In our visual builder, we just drop in a simple memory node and connect it straight to our agent. Look, instead of expecting the AI to remember infinite lines of text, which, by the way, will completely burn through your token limits and make the AI wildly inaccurate, this memory node specifically limits the context window. You can set it to remember just, say, the last 5 conversations. So now, when you ask a new question, the memory node nicely packages up those last 5 interactions and sends them right alongside your new prompt to the brain. Now when you ask, "What is my name?" it checks that package context and confidently answers, "Your name is Kunal." The amnesia is cured.
All right, section 4, the job description. This is where we configure the role.
Think about a standard ChatGPT-style prompt. You might type, "Please write a professional email." But doing that requires you to instruct the AI every single time you need something. Alternatively, an agent system message acts as a permanent official job description. You essentially preload the agent by saying something like, "You are a professional email assistant. Rewrite draft text into a polished version with a structured, concise tone and sign off with my name." You basically stuff this system message with all its goals, its specific tone, and its guardrails, and you only do this once. After that, you can just hand it a messy, rough voice note, and because it already knows its exact job, it executes it perfectly without you needing to retrain it.
Which brings us to Section 5, equipping agent tools, or giving your agent digital hands. Just like you'd give a brand new employee a laptop and their software logins, you have to give your AI agent access to digital tools. Step 1, you attach a tool node directly to the agent. Let's use a Gmail note for our example here. Step 2, you authenticate your credentials so the agent actually has permission to use your account. Then Step 3, and honestly, this is where the magic happens, you configure the tool to allow the agent to dynamically fill in the fields. You're basically telling the agent, hey, you have the power to define the to, the subject, and the message fields based entirely on my input. So now, when you simply say, send an email thanking the masterclass attendees, the agent's brain processes the request, the system message structures it properly, and the tool actually sends it out into the real world.
We've literally just built an autonomous worker from scratch. It has processing power, it has conversational recall, strict operational guardrails, and the digital hands to execute software on its own. I mean, it's a massive leap in personal productivity. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Now that you know exactly how to build an agent with a brain, memory, rules, and tools, what specific bottleneck in your daily work are you going to hand off tomorrow? Think about it. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.